the stadium, lights so bright we can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, and we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's up and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's up and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Wow. I've really been sitting here just blabbering for the past like 2 minutes with no sound. Oh, man. What's going on, guys? That's awkward. I totally thought I was going. How many times am I going to do that, man? That's crazy that that's happened. I'm watching highlights right now. Going through this right here. So much for the pregame commentary, says Country Chaos. I know, right? Thank you guys in the chat. Someone once said to me, they said, hey, Unc, your mic is off. I'm like, bro, really? Okay, sorry about that. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start over. Welcome, one and all, to today's live stream. Today we've got a matchup in the NFC and in the AFC, excuse me, the Chargers and the Steelers, AFC West, AFC North going head-to-head right now. Steelers trying not to get caught by the Baltimore Ravens, and the Chargers right behind the Denver Broncos. Man, take one was so much better than take two. Why do you guys gotta? Why do? That's not you guys. That's me. That's me. I'll make sure take one is always the right take. Oh my goodness, it's a learning experience, says James. It is, James. It is. Steve Barker saying, okay, we're good now. We should be good now. All right. So we stumble and we fall, but we get up and we keep going. We stumble and we may stumble and we may fall, but we get up and we keep going. Let's take a look at some of these stats right now. Maybe this will make me feel a little bit better here. Pittsburgh Steelers coming into this game are ranked 12th overall according to the NFL. This is according to NFL.com. Now, Pittsburgh Steelers offense, however, they do rank 12th. They are 28th in yards per game, so they're not generating a whole lot. It's interesting to say, or interesting to think, that the points scored on offense, some of that could actually be defensive points as well baked into that. Interesting that I'm thinking about that right now, but that actually can be baked into that. Either way, Pittsburgh Steelers putting up 25.3 points per game. Now, yards per game, offensively, less than 300. We look at yards per play, 21st in the league. They are 18th on third downs. 18th in the NFL on third downs. Their red zone efficiency, pretty solid, though. Now, Aaron Rodgers is going to be the main quarterback today. Aaron Rodgers has been the quarterback for this Pittsburgh Steelers team. He has done a decent job. Has it been perfect? No, but it's been passable. And they are looking to string together some wins now. Defensively, The Pittsburgh Steelers, taking a look at this, 21st in points per game allowed, giving up 24.4, which means that there's less than 1 point difference between the number of points they score versus the number of points they allow. You can see that right here over my shoulder. Yards per game, both pretty bad areas. Yards per game offensively, they are constantly being outgained. If you just look at this right here, 24th in yards per play. This defense is better than this. We've seen the defense, and the eye test looks like it's better than this. I'm hoping that the Steelers have found their identity after the big win that they just got, and we'll see how they perform tonight. I feel like this defense should be better. Now, let's look at the personnel here. We stink, says Owl on the Prowl. Let's take a look at the people that you guys got going on. We got Aaron Rodgers as the starting quarterback, Jaylen Warren as the starting running back. This Rodgers-Warren duo has been so-so. Aaron Rodgers this season, 1,692 passing yards, ranks 21st in the NFL. He's got 17 passing touchdowns. That is tied for 4th most passing touchdowns in the league, and just 5 interceptions. A QBR of 52.5 puts him at 20th in the league. That is Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers has been in the league forever, 41 years old. We've seen Rodgers waiting to see if he'll actually be able to turn back the hands of time and go back to, what was that, 2010 Rodgers or whenever that was, 2011 Rodgers. Next to him in this graphic here, we've got Jaylen Warren. Jaylen Warren going to be the starting running back here, but we will see a running back by committee. Kenneth Gainwell has had a lot of success here for the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. Jaylen Warren, 99 carries coming into today. He'll break 100 carries after today. That does rank 24th in the league, and Jaylen Warren did miss some time. He has 2 rushing touchdowns on the year. He's averaging 4.1 yards per carry. Kenneth Gainwell has 3 rushing touchdowns on the year on 52 carries, 220 yards. That'll be the backup here, the backup, quote-unquote, for this Pittsburgh Steelers offense. Top pass catchers today. Calvin Austin III going to be on one side, but the man you guys are mostly checking in for today for fantasy football purposes, probably number 4 right here. I'm willing to bet right here that maybe 1 or 2 of you have DK Metcalf on your fantasy squads. If not, you might be playing against him. Maybe you've got Jaylen Warren. Maybe you've got Aaron Rodgers. Heck, you could be filling in for some Jonnu Smith or Pat Freiermuth. We know that Aaron Rodgers loves throwing the football to those tight ends. We've mentioned the tight ends time and time again on this channel. Jonnu Smith, Pat Freiermuth, Darnell Washington, and Connor Hayward all likely to receive at least 1 target. Aaron Rodgers does spread the football around. Anybody who's open gets the football. Roman Wilson going to be the wide receiver number 3. Offensive line for this team here from left to right. Broderick Jones going to be your starting offensive tackle. Then left guard going to be Spencer Anderson, as Isaac Seumalo has officially been ruled out for today's contest. Zach Frazier going to be your center. Mason McCormick, the right guard. And Troy Fautanu going to be the right tackle for this Pittsburgh Steelers offense. All right, guys, Pittsburgh Steelers. This team, we just took a look at their numbers offensively. 12th in the NFL when it comes to points per game, and 7th when it comes to red zone efficiency. That is what makes up this offense. Now, when I say that we have seen better out of this team, this Pittsburgh Steelers defense, it's because we have. Maybe not necessarily this year, but check out the names right here. And I guess this could feel pretty chalky, pretty chalk-heavy, but Cam Hayward as your left defensive end. Keanu Benton at nose tackle. Derek Harmon at right defensive end. T.J. Watt, weak side linebacker. Left inside linebacker, Patrick Queen. Your right inside linebacker, normally Cole Holcomb. We'll see Peyton Wilson today. And Alex Highsmith as your strong side linebacker. Joey Porter Jr. on one side, Darius Slay on the other. Jalen Ramsey and Kyle Duggar as your safeties. Like, if that name doesn't scream defensive star power, I don't know. Like, if those names don't scream defensive star power, I don't know what does. There are so many stars here for this team. I think it does. The chalk, man. It's always chalky. I feel like you're falling into a trap, like you chase those names. Please hold. What's up?
The chili, how is it?
It's really good. Thanks. Sorry, I had to.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
cooking since 10 a.m. So
Yeah. I actually took it off the heat for a little bit there. How was your walk?
it's good. Did it seem to have boiled down in there?
It was good. Yeah, it was good.
Have the salt at all?
No, it was good. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Just curious.
Love you. All right, guys, here we go. Let's keep rolling forward. Anyways, Pittsburgh Steelers, y'all. Their defense has been better in previous years. Looking for this defense to remember who they are, as Mufasa would say. Remember. Okay. All right. Okay. So, that was terrible. Stats, offense, defense. We looked at it. Let's take a look at the LA Chargers. Stats first. This team is made up of some pretty good players there as well. Unfortunately for this offense here, a lot of teams get beat up on defense. This is one of those teams that gets beat up on offense. Justin Herbert has now had to deal without Omarion Hampton and without Najee Harris. Luckily for him, Ladd McConkey, Keenan Allen, and Quentin Johnston have been healthy. He's also got no Will Dissly at his advantage right now, so it's going to be a combination of that new tight end in Aronde Gadsden and Tucker Fisk plus Tyler Conklin, who could fill in there as well. The offensive line has been beat up a lot this season, as you guys know. They've been missing players on and off all season long right now. And looking at this here, yeah, they've had to make some serious changes. They've had to make some serious changes to this offensive line. The Chargers started off strong. Losing Rashawn Slater before the season started, that hurt. And then losing Joe Alt, what are you going to do, right? Like literally 2 offensive linemen that were starters for you are now gone, and you're stuck having to deal with Trevor Penning, Zion Johnson, Bradley Bozeman, Mekhi Becton, and Trey Pipkins. Not exactly the team that you want. So, despite those challenges for this Chargers offense, this offense has managed to pull up almost 24 points per game. They are 5th in yards per play. They are they are 5th in yards per game, top 12 in yards per play. Third down efficiency, there is no team better than the Los Angeles Chargers, converting third downs at a 49% success rate. However, in the red zone, it is a 50-50 shot, and that could be affecting some of their score. Okay, Chargers have been beat up. It's been pretty rough for the Chargers offensively. They've done well. Defensively, this is where they've been finding a lot of success. Defensively, top 12 in points per game allowed. They're giving up 21 points per game. Yards per game allowed, top 6 team, giving up less than 290 yards per game. We look at yards per play, a top 10 team. Third down efficiency in efficiency rating to opposing offenses, right? This defense has been pretty good. Red zone efficiency, 4th in the NFL. They are giving up a success rate at less than 50% to opposing offenses, which, ironically enough, is a great statistic compared to 50-50 here offensively. Anyways, the point is that this defense has been really good, and they've turned up big on a few choice moments this season. Let's break down the offense. We've got about 10 minutes until this game starts, maybe 15, I think, until this game starts right here. Shout out to Grover Gillum. What's up, No Daffy? Todd Tier, I see you out there living like Larry. Back for more. Reggio, what's going on? We've got Irvine Lawrence. Bloop saying what's up. What's up, Bloop? What's going on, Bloop? Let's say what's up to you guys. Let's pull up y'all's chat with me here. I see Irvine. I see Bloop. I see Man Seeks Meatloaf. I think you're muted, bud. Yeah, dude. We're past that now. We're moving forward. We're trucking along now. We're just going to keep rolling forward here. Looks like Jeff says he's hungry, dude. I wish I could send you some of this chili, man. I am, Joey. I did get some dinner. It was pretty solid. I think Pittsburgh will pick them apart tonight, says No Daffy. Let's see. Charles Moore saying, what's up, man? What are the scores across the board? Charles, we will get to those in just a few. Let's get through the rest of this pregame right now. Just want to make sure I say hello to everyone who is checking in to the chat right now. Grover, Grover, thanks for checking in, Grover. We've got Tamara back for more. What's up, Tamara? Thanks for checking in. Steve, Maroon, Blake, Ryan, what's up, guys? Rock and roll. Okay, let's roll forward here, and let's keep breaking down this team. So as I mentioned, the offense, very different personnel than what they started the season with. Justin Herbert, of course, you're Justin Herbert, but Kamani Vidal going to be the running back for this Chargers team. Ladd McConkey on one side, Keenan Allen on the other, and Quentin Johnston filling in right there as what should be the wide receiver 3, but he's weirdly been the wide receiver 1 on this team. I don't know that there is a wide receiver 3 on this team. The Chargers offense has been clicking, and you can only imagine the destruction that this Chargers team would cause around the NFL if they could have stayed healthy. Without Slater and without Alt, that's a problem for the offensive line. Left tackle Trevor Penning going to be your starter today. Trey Pipkins lined up as your second string. Zion Johnson as left guard. Bradley Bozeman at center. Mekhi Becton at right guard. And it looks like Trey Pipkins going to be lined up as your right tackle. Should anything happen on this side, Trey Pipkins is actually listed as your left tackle as the backup here. So, anyways. All right, guys. And then, of course, we forgot to mention our tight end in Aronde Gadsden. This guy, Gadsden, is probably going to eat today. Every time I've watched him play, he's impressed me for sure. Okay, let's take a look at the defense, shall we? All right, y'all, defensive starters right now. Deshaun Hand going to be your left defensive end. It's not going to be Ebido. He's not even listed on here right now. So it's going to be Deshaun Hand as your left defensive end. Hart going to be your nose tackle. Right defensive end, Naquan Jones. Weak side linebackers, Tuli Tuipulotu. At left inside linebacker, Diane Henley. Denzel Perriman, right inside linebacker. And strong side linebacker, Khalil Mack. You will have Cam Hart on one side. You'll have Dante Jackson on the other for your 2 corners. You can see that? All square? Cool. You've got a strong safety and a free safety. Strong safety, R.J. Mickens, and the free safety going to be Elijah Molden. This makes up your L.A. Chargers defense. And this defense going to try to get to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers has a lot less mobility. I think we should do a quick head-to-head comparison of these two defenses. Let's start there. So normally we start with the quarterback. I want to break down these defenses here. Pittsburgh Steelers defense has given up 383 yards per game. Meanwhile, the Chargers are giving up almost 100 yards less. What does that mean for tonight's game? What does that mean for tonight's game, dude? Because that's a big difference. Normally, when we break down these stats, it's like, oh, you know, it's like 20, 30 yards of a difference. Dude, you get outgained by 100. That, you know, that could be a huge issue here. This Steelers defense gonna need to show up. I am glad that I plugged in the Seahawks defense on, like, I had like 2 teams. I think I have 2 teams with the Seahawks defense. Made the right choice there for sure. Okay, rushing yards allowed per game. On the ground, this is what I'm talking about. It's basically even. It's basically even. Is my mathing here? It is. Passing yards allowed, 177. Is that really the difference? Wow. So 100 yards passing difference is the difference between 3rd place and 7th place. Man, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. That's a huge difference right here. Passing yards allowed, the secondary for the Chargers has been fantastic. Now, the Steelers have been really good in a couple of spots right here. Pittsburgh Steelers have been really good at getting to the quarterback, and they have been really good at forcing turnovers. 16 turnovers forced and 27 sacks on the season. Chargers tied there, by the way. Steelers tied with a couple teams for 3rd place. Chargers with 26 sacks. That ranks 6th, even though it's just a 1-sack difference because a couple of teams are tied for 3rd. Turnovers forced, 2nd in the NFL for the Pittsburgh Steelers, 21st in the NFL for the Los Angeles Chargers. Okay, looking at these numbers, it's an interesting question because if I were to ask you which defense would you rather have, just based off of like historical success, you would probably take the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I ask you now, which defense would you rather have here? I think a lot of people might still lean for the Pittsburgh Steelers, even though this looks pretty scary. Even though giving up almost 400 yards per game looks pretty scary, and you're giving up 278 yards through the air per game on average, the fact that you can get the ball back and the fact that you've got, you're creating more than a turnover a game. We're in week 10 right now, 9 games in, and I think the Pittsburgh Steelers have already had their bye, so 8 games played. They're averaging 2 turnovers per game. I think you'd still want to take the Pittsburgh Steelers defense this season. That's just me. But, just something there to think about. A quick look at the quarterbacks now. Justin Herbert, you just saw how many yards per game the Pittsburgh Steelers give up. Justin Herbert, 2,390 passing yards this season. And that means Justin Herbert is second in the NFL right now in passing yards against the second worst team at defending the pass. That's not going to look good today, I don't think. I'm expecting this to be, I don't know, man. Honestly, I'm really trying to get my thoughts together and like collect my thoughts. But I don't know what to expect in this game. I do think Justin Herbert's going to have a lot of success. I think Justin Herbert might break 300 passing yards today. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to drive the bus. I think that's all Aaron Rodgers has to do. When asked to make big plays, he'll make big plays. I think as long as you've got Jaylen Warren back there and Kenneth Gainwell and the offensive line getting enough push and they can continue doing that, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have to drive the bus. I don't know, man. I really want to lean towards Herbert. That's usually a trap game, says J-Rod. You think so, J-Rod? You think this is a trap game, dude? Detroit won, says Steve. Wasn't the Vikings, says Jeff. I think you already know, says Living Like Larry. What's going on, Nancy? What's going on, Jeff? We got Tyree in the house as well. Let's go black and yellow, baby. Black and yellow, black and yellow. Okay. This is the head-to-head comparison between these two quarterbacks. I think you guys already know which quarterback looks better. By the way, how about Rodgers only being sacked 15 times this year compared to Herbert and some of the other quarterbacks? He's got a great passer rating and a great completion percentage. And outside of that, man, he hasn't turned over the football a whole lot either. Just behind by 2 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers not that far behind in that category, but there is some separation, some clear separation here in rushing yards and passing yards. Empty calories? Maybe. You could consider those empty calories. What's going on, Peyton? Peyton Wright checking into the house. What up, Peyton? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I'm a Vikings fan, says Jeff. Nice, Jeff. Grover, Steelers got this, says T. You think so, T? Well, the chat is 53% Steelers. This is going to be fun. Let's effing go. Both teams have a little bit of gold, so I figured the gold tie would make sense today because we did red, blue, and then yellow and gold, or I could have gone either way on that. That's it. All right, guys, we got one more game tomorrow night after this one. We've got Eagles and Packers tomorrow night. I will be live for that game here as well. Let's do a quick running back comparison before this game goes any further. We did talk about the running backs for both sides. Now, Kamani Vidal alone is not responsible for this number right here, or this number, or this number. Kamani Vidal has just recently gotten the start with multiple injuries to the running back room here for the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, Jaylen Warren has been missing for multiple games this season, and so this doesn't accurately represent what the Steelers can do on the ground either. Both of these numbers you should take with a grain of salt just based off of that. Bishop, welcome to First Downs, my friend. Thank you, Bishop, for checking in. Thank you for becoming a channel member, my friend. Looking through the stats here, man, it does not look good on the ground for the Steelers. Now, Najee Harris was a solid running back, and, you know, Pittsburgh Steelers fans will tell you time and time again, yeah, sure, Najee Harris has never had less than 1,000 rushing yards, but Jaylen Warren was always the better running back. I think a lot of Pittsburgh Steelers fans agree with what I just said right there. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the chat. But I know Pittsburgh Steelers fans who felt that way. That being said, not having Najee Harris has been affecting at least this category statistically here for the Pittsburgh Steelers, because the Steelers were a better running team with him. They're trying to figure it out. Jaylen Warren has been a serviceable running back. I've got him as a starter in my money league right now, so nothing against Jaylen Warren, but 83 rushing yards ain't going to cut it unless he's going to pick up another 50 receiving yards, and then we're going to be good with that. Anthems, I believe, happening right now. Running back comparison here on the other side. Kamani Vidal has been also a serviceable running back right now. And Kamani Vidal, despite not starting until like week 7 or 8, is already broken the top 32 running backs. He does have just one rushing touchdown. You're going to want to see that number improve. Rushing touchdowns per game looking pretty low right now, honestly, for both teams. Neither of these teams expected to get a rushing touchdown today. So maybe looking at that statistically, I don't know, man. Making those picks are tough, dude. Making those picks are tough, and making those decisions are tough. A lot of times you overthink it. Even on like a 50-cent play, you overthink it. I'm guilty of that. Anyways, rushing yards percentage. Most of the yards coming for the Pittsburgh Steelers will be through the air. And same is going to be true here for the Chargers, but just slightly less. Okay, wide receiver comparisons. There they are, Pittsburgh Steelers and LA Chargers. Big difference there as well, for sure, for sure. So, top 6 in yards per game through the air. These receivers, Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnston, and honestly, the whole Gadsden and Keenan Allen. It's going to be good because they've got so many weapons here offensively that if that offensive line could have just bought them more time, and if they had their starting running backs, I still think that is the best team. I think that is the best team. Unfortunately, injury has ruined what I'm about to say, but I thought the Chargers were the best team in that conference heading into the 2025 season. I cannot say the same about the Pittsburgh Steelers. I thought that the Pittsburgh Steelers defense was the best team, the best defense in the AFC North, but I thought the Baltimore Ravens were going to be a better team, and the Ravens are starting to slowly mount together some wins. They've got 3 in a row. So yards per game, targets per game, receptions per game, average yards per reception, and receiving yards percentage. Tomato, red leather, yellow leather. You can see that over here on the left side of your screen. Shout out to MJ. Shout out to Tommy Braskett. Shout out to McMillan. We got Gerald Gibbons, Charles Moore still with us right now. Hello, Fox. What's going on, Fox? Country Chaos. How is a football referee like an angry chicken? They both have foul mouths. That is also an awesome joke. I will use that one day. Red leather, yellow leather. What's going on, Kat? Thanks for checking in. Kat is in the chat. It rhymes. What's going on? Space Explorer back for more. Kenny, hello. Shout out to all Eagles fans, says Kevin Salazar. Sounding off the horn right now for those Philadelphia Eagles fans. Let's drop some Philly logos out there. Guys, talk to me. Tell me, who do you think is going to win this game? Represent your team right now in that chat. Let's see who you guys are fired up for. I got the Pittsburgh Steelers available right now, and I got the Bolts available for y'all as well. Willie checking in for the Steelers. We got Kat checking in for the Chargers. I love my skins, says EC. There we go, Chargers in the house. We got Robert with the Chargers. We got Steve with the Chargers. We got Mongo with the Steelers. Larry with the Steelers. Space Explorer with the Steelers right now. I'm here with you tonight, says Detroit Grit. I'm here with you, Detroit Grit. Let's go, brother. We got JMC Queen saying bolt up. We got Steelers fans all over the place right now. 54% of the chat is leaning towards the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. Tamara checking in with the Pittsburgh Steelers. We got Jeff checking in with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jose, Piper, Wizard, Tyree. Let's go. $2 super chat coming in from James Matzas. This game should start any moment, folks. We are 3 minutes beyond our kickoff right now. Kickoff has not happened just yet. If you have not had a chance to check out the website yet, guys, www.footballnationusa.com. You can go ahead and start making your picks for Week 11 right now, and you can always update those picks. On Tuesday, I will drop an injury report, and then on Wednesday, I will update it for you as well. Go check out the website. Appreciate y'all. All of you Steelers fans, all of you Chargers fans, let's go. Okay, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. This is going to be really good. I'm fired up for this one. Steelers, Chargers. Oh, I got to get the right 5-3 and 6-3. Sorry, Steelers fans, I got to take a win from y'all. 5-3, 6-3. There we go. We're set right now. Got to take a win from you guys. Sorry, Steelers fans. About to get our kickoff. Looks like Kenneth Gainwell is lined up to receive the kickoff here. Looks like Kenneth Gainwell is lined up to receive the kickoff here. Please stand by. Well, the real Slim Shady. Because I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady, right? All you other Slim Shadies. Here we go. All right, folks. Lining up for the kickoff. There it is. Going out and up, up and away. This game will start with an out-of-bounds kick. Pittsburgh Steelers get the football to open up this game. An opening flag on the very first kickoff right there. Steelers going to start this drive on the 40. Let's go, Pittsburgh. There you go, Steelers fans. There you go, Steelers fans. Steelers starting this one on the 40-yard line. 15 minutes on the clock. Let's get the correct game up right now. Make sure I refresh all of my things. Always got to get the thing refreshed. You know what I'm saying. The thing, that thing. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh Steelers, a toss to the right-hand side. Flags coming in immediately. Looks like this one likely going to be a false start. It will be a false start. This will be a false start on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Replay, first down. So no play, pre-snap, false start. 15 minutes on the clock. It'll be a 1st and 15 here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both teams committing mistakes on the opening play. And it looks like it's going to be one of those kinds of games. It's going to be one of those games. Drive charts down below. I'll bring up the stats here in just a hair. Actually, this should be pretty simple. Let's refresh. Go live. Backed up to the 35-yard line. 1st and 15 here. What happened? They have multiple clocks. They need to get them to line up. One of them doesn't say 15 minutes on it. The back judge, that's his job to make sure that it's taken care of. So they get on the O-to-O, official-to-official radios. We'll make a quick call. You'd be surprised how much technology goes into that because other radio waves from other places will try to interfere. If you've never heard that on the football field, that's awkward. Okay, Doke, 1st and 15, 15 on the clock. This is the longest opening play I've ever seen. This is the first play of the game, hopefully first successful play of the game. 1st and 15, here's the snap. Looking right, a wind up and a toss. Catch will be made. Jalen Warren right-hand side from the 35 out to about the 38. Call that a 2-yard, 3-yard gain right there. This will bring up a 2nd down. Gets the clock ticking. Okay. Hi, guys. Happy Sunday to you. This is our 4th live stream of the day. I hope y'all have been having fun today. Those of y'all who have, I guess, been stuck with me today. I do appreciate y'all hanging out and coming back for more. A good, solid day today. A wind-up and a throw to the right-hand side here from the 37-yard line. Catch will be made out here by Calvin Austin. Austin takes it up to about the 46. This will bring up a 3rd down and 4. Football at the Pittsburgh Steelers 46 after the 8-yard grab by Calvin Austin. Can they convert a 3rd down? Now the Steelers are facing their first 3rd down opportunity of the day. Can they convert as this game gets started? Can they convert as this game gets started? Motion this time going towards the top of the screen is Washington. Rodgers in a shotgun from the 46. A pump fake, pressure coming in. He'll wind up and throw. This pass incomplete. It brings up a 4th down. Calvin Austin, the intended receiver there. Pass is no good. That one in the ground. 4th down. That'll bring up a 4th down. 4th and 4. They will punt this one away. They will punt this one away. Come on, Pittsburgh. Sorry, Steelers fans. Okay, Chargers fans. Here's your chance. Time to turn up. This one goes back. This one is signaled a fair catch. I got it. Down at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10 coming up now for Los Angeles. They are introducing the Los Angeles Chargers offense. We already broke that down during our pregame. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for that. Chargers coming into this game 6-3. They managed to get a stop defensively. Let's see what they can do offensively. We've seen that this team likes to pass the football. Justin Herbert has some of the best wide receivers in the game right now. Here he is lining up under center on the right hash from the 11-yard line. Motion on the field. It's an offset eye now, a snap and a handoff. Kamani Vidal goes to the right. He will pick up about a yard before being stopped. The official's going to give him 2 yards on the gain there, 2nd down and 8. 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8, out to the LA Chargers, 13-yard line. Chargers with the football. We've changed the possession needle over there. If you're new, welcome in, Chargers fans. What's going on? I've got the scoreboard above my head. I have stats for fantasy football on the right-hand side of your screen. At the bottom, I have not 1 but 2 drive charts for you. Here is the snap on 2nd and 8. Looking left, throwing left. Catch is going to be made. Going backwards on this one. Harris not going to gain anything here. In fact, it brings up a 3rd down and 9 on the loss of a yard. 3rd down and 9 on the loss of a yard. Trey Harris goes backwards. Clock continues to tick. Someone asked something about tomorrow. What's going on tomorrow? I am covering Monday Night Football tomorrow. I don't know if that was the question, but now you know. 3rd down and 9. Brandon Eccles being focused on right now for the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. The Steelers defense showing a simple 4-man rush right here on 3rd down and 9. They're going to give him some space. Here's the play, the wind-up and the throw. This pass incomplete. Going to the left-hand side. A bad throw there intended for the tight end Gadsden. It's an incomplete pass. Looks like the choice to give him space ended up being a good one. Tighter coverage upfield at the apex of that route. So Gadsden, honestly, that's just a drop. That's just a bad pass from Herbert. Bad hands there from Gadsden. Could have been a 1st down. Here comes the punt, guys. So now both teams have had a chance to possess the football. Neither team have come away with much yardage. We'll scroll this back up, guys. 1 yard to 11 yards. There's the boot. 3 minutes into this game. We're still looking for something. Still looking for something for either side. Both defenses looks like they showed up to play. 12:04 left to go in the first. We're going to have a 1st and 10 at the Los Angeles Chargers, 46 after that punt. Pittsburgh Steelers take over in Chargers territory. A bad punt there. Going to go just 34 yards for Scott. So, Chargers had the punt. Bad punt here. Out to their own 46-yard line, Pittsburgh Steelers will take over. This takes us to a quick commercial break. Shout out to everyone in the chat. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. Terrible punt, says Owl on the Prowl. 34 yards, dude. That's it. The punter had 1 job, says Poole. 1 job. Howard saying a pathetic punt. Let's see. I'm just trying to keep up with who has the ball right now, says Space Explorer. Sam saying you should do a commentary with her. You know, she doesn't like being on camera. I don't know why. She's just – sometimes she will. Other times I've actually left her to call a game once. Way back in I don't remember when that was. That was year one. I've definitely set it off to members only already. But there's one stream where it was a Packers game, and I walked away, and I gave her like 10 minutes to just kind of like handle it. That was the first time. It did not work out so well. She'll tell you she was like a deer in the headlights, but I love her. How was the chili? Asked Space Explorer. Dude, it was fire. The chili was really good. If you haven't had your football chili yet, it's about that time of the season that you make your first one of the season. Make sure you add your favorite beverage in there. IGI Sports Media. Someone wake me when the score gets to be like 40-20 like all the other games today, says IGI Media Sports. Come on, Steelers, lock in. Shout out to Terry Bradshaw, says Todd Tier. Shout out to Terry Bradshaw. John Jackson, what's going on? Ghost of Kiev, welcome in, saying show Mario some love and press the like button. Appreciate you, Ghost of Kiev. Thank you, my friend. So a change of possession here. It's my job to keep everything nice and clean. 12:04. We are in the middle of a commercial break. Once again, the Chargers punted the football. When we get back from the commercial break, the Pittsburgh Steelers will have possession. It'll be 1st and 10 at the LA Chargers 46. At the LA Chargers 46. Really quick glance right here at the schedules moving forward, guys. We'll bring this up in the fourth quarter once again. Chargers next week. They'll have a game with the Jaguars and then a Week 12 bye. Week 13 going to be Raiders. Week 14 going to be Eagles. That's Monday Night Football. I will be covering this Eagles-Chargers game. Eagles fans, Chargers fans, I got you on that one. And then an AFC West divisional showdown in Week 15. I will bring up this again in just a little bit. Let's actually get focused in right now. Across midfield at the 46, the Steelers take over after a terrible punt from the Chargers. A snap, a handoff. Warren goes to the right-hand side, and Jalen Warren will pick up about 4. 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and 6, a 4-yard run to the right-hand side, brought down by Adafe Owe and Eboigbe, I think that's how that's said. Eboigbe and Adafe Owe bringing him down right there. They are introducing the Chargers defense at this moment. Pittsburgh Steelers with the football. I've got a 2nd down and 6 at the Los Angeles Chargers 42. Steelers with possession in enemy territory. Aaron Rodgers waiting for the snap right now. Rodgers takes it. Rodgers, a handoff to the right-hand side. Jalen Warren picks up minimal yardage. A gain of about 1 brings up a 3rd down and 5. 3rd down and 5 coming up here. Steelers coach Tomlin has done nothing, says Steve. 19 years with the team, man. 19 years with the team. It's been a while since he's done anything good. All right, folks, 3rd down and 5 after that last play. It's a 3rd down and 5 at the 41-yard line. Aaron Rodgers bringing in Kenneth Gainwell over to his hip. And attached at the hip, Rodgers, couple claps right here. Play clock down to 1. He takes the snap. He's in trouble. He scrambles to the left. He winds up and throws to the right. And DK Metcalf, having burned the defense, gets overthrown. DK Metcalf should have been able to get there. I think a little miscommunication on Aaron Rodgers and DK Metcalf. That was looking like a touchdown. A beautiful throw upfield for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Luckily for the Chargers, no points. This is outside of field goal range here, guys. I don't know if Chris Boswell can knock this one back. This is going to be a 59-yarder, so Steelers going to kick a 59-yarder. This kick goes up, and this kick is actually good. The field goal is there, and here I was doubting Chris Boswell. 3 points on the board from the Chargers logo. The kick is up. The kick is good. The field goal will play for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh will take the lead. The score is now 3-0. Okay, so that's how that goes. That's how the Pittsburgh Steelers' second drive will go. All right, man. Still anybody's game. That drive, 4 plays, just 5 yards. Took a minute and 39 seconds off the clock right there. Plenty of time left to go. Shout out to Bob saying, let's go Pittsburgh. Lance Bauer saying, wow, Boswell for 59 yards right there, Dread. 59-yarder. Let's go Steelers, says Alfred. Henry saying, yes. The Mr. Mojo saying, let's go. Kicks like Aubrey saying, Mongo. I expect you to be dapper tomorrow night, wearing your glorious Kelly green jersey and chain. Oh, my goodness, Gerald. Green jersey, only if I throw up on it. I won't be wearing a green jersey. Sorry, cheeseheads. Sorry, cheeseheads. 59-yarder, great kick, says David Bacco. Aubrey Plaza, question mark? Brandon Aubrey. Todd Tier. Brandon Aubrey, the kicker for the Dallas Cowboys. I remember back in the day, people never attempted to field goal longer than 52 yards. I'm an old guy, though. You probably then, Steve, remember back in the day when you had kickers that didn't wear shoes. You remember those no-shoe kickers in the 80s? I don't, but I did my research on it, and that's pretty cool. A nice little piece of NFL history when they used to kick without the shoe. I don't know. I think that's just super cool. Let's see. I didn't like the Harbaughs, says M. Darren. Okay, M. Darren. This is why the Steelers always look like they don't get any yards per game. They start at midfield a lot. True. Green jersey, the Mr. Mojo? Yeah, someone was talking about a green jersey. I think talking about either the Eagles or the Packers, which I can't wear either as a Dallas Cowboys fan. Like, come on. 59 yards, impressive. Not as impressive as Cam Little, says Charles Moore. And that is correct, the new NFL record. Thank you, Charles Moore, for that piece of trivia there. Field goal was longer than the previous. That is actually the fact right there. The punt went 34 yards. That field goal was 58. That's actually the fact right there, Howard Nelson. Thanks for dropping that one. Good point and well made, dude. Well made, man. That put a smile on my face. I like your take. Jack Dempsey had half a foot. Tom Dempsey, I think, is who you're talking about. Tom Dempsey, the kicker for the New Orleans Saints. KRL. Here's the kickoff. This one going back. This one going to be returned. And the Pittsburgh Steelers have changed possessions here, sending this over to the Chargers. Chargers bring it out to about the 31-yard line. We're down 1st and 10 at the 31 with 10:20 on the clock. Chargers with the football here. Thanks, Mario Dixon. Appreciate you, bro. Punters are washed, says the Mr. Mojo. Jimmy saying, I've been with you here all day. Cheers to you, Jimmy. All right, y'all. So the Chargers have possession. It's 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. In a shotgun formation. From the right hash, Justin Herbert takes the snap. He looks to the left. He winds up and throws semi-deep. It's intended for Ladd McConkey, looking for a flag as he sits up. No whistle. This will bring up a 2nd down on the incomplete pass. Ladd McConkey, the intended receiver, on 1st and 10. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. Football still on the Chargers' 31. So that's just slightly through the hands of McConkey. That did hit him on the gloves. I think he should have caught that. I think that was a great throw. That was a beautiful throw there from Justin Herbert. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Chargers at the 31-yard line. McConkey, hands came up late. They teach you late hands, but the hands came up too late on that one. Here's the snap with the 4-man rush coming in. A pass, and Quentin Johnston makes a grab. He'll pick up 9 yards on 2nd down and 10. That's good for a 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1. Less than a yard, I believe. Good 9-yard catch right here. Moves the football to the LA Chargers 40-yard line from the 31. 3rd down and 1 at the 40. Less than 1. This should be. They're lining up for a quarterback sneak. And Justin Herbert does not pick it up. He'll actually back up a little bit. They try to do the quarterback sneak. It does not work. And it brings up a 4th down and 1. 4th down stop. Pittsburgh Steelers holding the Chargers on their own 40. So now Harbaugh has to make a decision. 4th down and 1 at the Chargers' own 40. Go for it or not. If they don't, Oh, man, here comes the decision here. Recommendation is to go for it according to next-gen stats. On their own 40-yard line, Justin Herbert under center. No snap. Here's the snap. There's the push. And I think now he will get it. That will be a first down, Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers will convert on fourth down. The clock will continue to tick here as we move forward in the first quarter. Chargers extending the drive, converting a fourth down in their own territory, their own half of midfield here. Fourth down and 1 from the 40. Justin Herbert gets enough push from his team there to get out to the 42-yard line. So first and 10 at the LA Chargers 42. 8.5 minutes. Single back formation, Ladd McConkey motion as he slots over to the left-hand side. A toss, looks like Vidal will get the carry. He will pick up about a yard on that gain. It's actually Patterson who gets the carry. It'll bring up a second down and 9. Not Vidal on the grab. That is going to be Jarrett Patterson who carries the football. Jarrett Patterson gets the toss. Whoops. Okay. So a second down and 9. Football at the 43-yard line. 3 receivers on the left-hand side will break. Here's the snap. Pressure coming in. Going to dive to make the play. And it looks like Gadsden makes the grab for 9. This will bring up a third down and 3. And Oronde Gadsden, man, I've been hyping him up. I hyped him up during the pregame. There he is making a diving catch. Excited to see. Shout out to Dawn. What's going on, Dawn? We got Dawn back in the house. Thank you, Robert Samora, for letting me know out there. Looks like Mario Dixon saying that we can get to 61,000 before this game is over. Maybe, but that's not what's important right now. Making sure you guys are with me, that's what's going on. Here we go at the 49-yard line, shotgun formation. Here's the snap, dropping back, surveying, and running out of time. He will wind up and put that into the chest of Joey Porter Jr., but Joey Porter Jr. couldn't hang on to it because it had too much mustard. So Justin Herbert on third down and 3, incomplete pass intended, I guess, for Keenan Allen. It's a good change right there. I don't know where. Yeah, Herbert was going for Keenan Allen. Joey Porter Jr. almost picking that one off. This will bring up a fourth down and 3, and the punt team will come out for Los Angeles. So Los Angeles going to end up punting this football here. Let's see how far this punt will go. Here's the kick all the way back. This one going to go and take a bounce and be wrapped up here at the 6-yard line. That's more like it. A 45-yard punt now for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 6:47 left to go. A 45-yard punt here for the LA Chargers and a football returned to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Who wins in a fight, Daredevil or Chewbacca? I mean, what is Daredevil's superpower? Curious. Is it the super hearing? It's almost like he's got spidey senses because he can't see. I've watched it, but I'm just curious. Who would win, Daredevil or Chewbacca? What do you guys think? Y'all saying Daredevil? You guys saying Daredevil? He's got the super hearing. I mean, he's got those spidey senses, man. Enhanced senses. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's got, but like his enhanced sense, Daredevil's enhanced senses are like enhanced senses, bro. Like he can do just about, I don't know. It's crazy. He's got, it's cool. It's cool. Let's see. Let's see. Who else in here? Batman rules. All right, guys. Best superhero. I've actually done the DC or Marvel, but who's the best superhero? I don't think I've asked that one right here. I don't think I've ever asked the chat what that question is. Looks like G.N. Anderson. Namanderson, what's going on? Thank you for what you do. You're a total pro. I'm a big-time football fan, but unwilling to pay for a dozen subscriptions. Keep chopping, my man. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. It's Nar. Narn Anderson, right? Narn? Narn. What's going on, Narn? Thanks for checking in, dude. I think I said that right. If I said that wrong, please correct me in the chat. Narn Anderson, thank you for checking in, bro. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. I saw someone say my favorite superhero is Victor Wembanyama, says Kendra Bailey. Let's go. The Incredible Hulk. Okay. Okay. We've got Iron Man, Batman, Blue Marvel. Who is Blue Marvel? Superman, Batman, the Hulk, One Punch, Flash, Thor, Nar Anderson. Okay, rock and roll, man. Thanks, dude. Aquaman. Aquaman, really? Is that that always reminds me of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Herculoids. Okay. Venom, saying J-Rod. Rock and roll, man. Okay, Grover checking in for Superman. What's going on, Janet? All right, folks, let's get back to this game. Thanks for keeping me entertained during that commercial break. You guys are doing half the lifting here. 1st and 10 coming up for the Pittsburgh Steelers, a toss, and this time it's going to be a loss on the toss. A loss on the toss, and Johnson goes backwards for 2. It brings up a 2nd down and 12 right here. Bad run on the right-hand side for the running back in Caleb Johnson. The rookie goes nowhere. 6 minutes and 26 seconds. The clock is hot. I'm going to step away from the chat, guys, so I can focus on this game. All right. So, Caleb Johnson goes nowhere. It brings up a 2nd down and 12. The play clock is down to 5 in a shotgun formation here. Johnson remains on the field for the next play. Johnson gets the carry to the right-hand side. He will put the shoulder down, gets out to the 9-yard line. That's a 5-yard pickup, and this will bring up a 3rd down and 7 since they were behind the sticks. So 3rd down and 7 out to the Pittsburgh 9-yard line. The clock will continue to tick. Caleb Johnson, 3rd-round selection. He was the 83rd overall pick in the 2025 draft out of Iowa. Just so you know, Johnson coming off the field. Looks like they're going to go with Kenneth Gainwell here on 3rd down and 7. He's in a shotgun formation, but he stepped out not to the hip, about 5 yards off to the right here of Aaron Rodgers. 3rd and 7 from the 9. Rodgers waits for the snap. I can see Chargers defenders creeping in. It's going to be a 4-yard rush. Rodgers going to have to process quicker than that. Rodgers going to go down, and it's going to be a safety. It's going to be a safety, and I believe the Chargers are going to get 2 points on the board right there. Chargers defense gets the safety. Wow. Okay. Chargers defense gets the safety. That should be 2 points on the board. Man. So 2 points gonna come up here for the Chargers. Chargers get the safety. A safety should be 4 points, says M. Darren. You think so? Yeah, maybe. It's 3-2 right now to anybody checking in. And the Steelers are going to have to kick this over to the LA Chargers. Chargers will get the football now. I should have moved the possession needle. I had it on the wrong side. Well, it's with the Steelers now. They are going to kick it off. Good job to pick up the safety there. Chargers defense getting a big stop there. Aaron Rodgers showing the lack of mobility on that play. That could be a liability now for the Pittsburgh Steelers down the stretch. Chris Boswell looking for a kicking tee, I guess. They're going to toss him one right now. He's going to come back out, get set. The Steelers are going to win by 10, says Olivia. Duff gifting out 5 Football Nation memberships. Let's go, Duff. Duff luck. Cheers, my friend. Salud. All righty, folks. Here's the kickoff. This one is going to go back to the Chargers after the safety. Chargers will bring it out. The 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, down at about the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up now. Congratulations to whoever was just gifted one of those memberships. Appreciate you, Duff. They're highlighting some numbers over here. And I want to make sure that you guys don't just sit there and watch me put chapstick on, because that's awkward. because that's awkward. So 1st and 10 coming up. 5 minutes and 3 seconds on the board. I'm a little behind, so I'll start my clock early. Motion on the field, the snap and a handoff, this time right up the middle. Looks like Vidal will pick up about 3 yards. This will bring up a 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 7 after their 3-yard gain. Brought down by Keanu Benton and Cam Hayward. Hayward, Benton, the Steelers' defense is stout, guys. I mean, on paper, the names are solid. On paper, the names are solid. But the game isn't played on paper, and names don't make as much of a difference as plays do. Motion on the field this time. Justin Herbert reading the defense right now, trying to dissect and diagnose what the plan is. Here's the snap, looking left, changing his mind. Here's the scramble. Justin Herbert goes forward, takes a hit, picks up about 2 yards on the play, maybe 3. It brings up a 3rd down and 4. So 3rd down and 4. Football now to the LA Chargers 40-yard line as they get to the solid stripe on the field here. 3rd down. Chargers have not scored any offensive points in this game. Chargers have not done much offensively here, just 25 yards, and the Pittsburgh Steelers have just gotten 10 today, total yards of offensive progress. 3rd down and 4. Here's the snap. It's going to be a false start. Whistle's going to come in. I smell a false start here on the left tackle. 3:42. It's going to be a 3rd down and 9 after that 5-yard penalty. False start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. It is going to be on that side. False start on the Chargers. Here comes another $2 super chat unknown to you. Thank you for the super chat, my friend. Appreciate you, sir. Unknown. What's going on, man? What's going on, unknown? Appreciate the $2 super chat. Ross, thanks for checking in, saying great job, Bolts. Here we go. 3rd down and 9, 3rd and long. Coming up for the Chargers. The drop back. Herbert going to wind up and throw. This one going to go off the hands of the intended receiver. Looks like that was Quentin Johnston on 3rd down and 9. That incomplete pass will stop the clock with 3:22, and it'll bring up a 4th down and 9. The Chargers going to have to punt again. Another $2 super chat. Brent Moore. What's going on, Brent? Welcome back, homie. Brent Moore in the house. Appreciate you, Brent. Cheers to you. I smell Pittsburgh losing, says the Mr. Mojo. Need Steelers to lose. Go Ravens. Go, saying Sheldon Boone. Mucho dinero, says the Mr. Mojo. Here's the punt. 4th down and 9. This one going way back. It's a high-hanging kick. Recovered and returned from the 11. A spin move. A big hit right here. Down at the 21. Down goes Williamson. It's going to be a 1st and 10. Pittsburgh Steelers going to try again. Okay, Steelers defense. You can be happy in the fact that, yes, even though the offense gave up a safety, the Steelers defense got the football back. So, Steelers, you get the football back. If you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, how are you feeling about Aaron Rodgers right now? He has completed 2 of 4 in this game. The offense is going nowhere right now. They're going backwards right now. A safety doesn't really help Aaron Rodgers. Yikes, man. Jalen Warren, 2 carries, just 5 yards. Johnson with 2 carries, just 3 yards. The running game not looking good. The offensive line not looking great. DK Metcalf with just 1 target and no receptions. We got to figure something out. Pittsburgh Steelers offense has to figure something out here. LA Chargers, defense holding up okay, right? Defense just picked up 2 points. Defense has also held the Steelers offense to just 3. Old man still the best, says Mario Dixon. Krager saying skull and bones, 3-2-2. Aaron Rodgers didn't take his ayahuasca, says Debogged? What's going on? He's cooked. LaShawn saying, hey, y'all, what up, LaShawn? We got McMillan saying AR rusty. Aaron Rodgers, a little. Can he still be rusty, though? He's played every game. I don't think you can call it rust. I don't think you can call that rust. 3-2 is a tennis score. Wouldn't like 15-40, 15-30 be a tennis score? I guess if we're talking sets, that's different. I guess that could be. It's a baseball score. It's a soccer score. It's a good soccer score if that's a soccer score. Tomlin is a great coach, says Doug. I don't know, Doug. I don't know. Here comes a $20 super chat from Jason Lopez saying, "Go Pittsburgh Steelers." You know what, Jason? You know what, Jason? Just for that $20 super chat, let's drop some Pittsburgh Steelers logos. I'm going to spam my own chat with Pittsburgh Steelers logos. Whoops. There it is. Excuse me. There it is. Now we get those coming in. Thank you, guys. Thanks for checking in. I got... Sorry, guys. Gotta let it out. Thanks, guys. Thank y'all in the chat. Appreciate you. Thank you, guys. 3 minutes and 11 seconds here left to go. I got another one coming. Here we go from the, looks like the 21-yard line. A wind-up and a throw. DK Metcalf with his first grab on 1st and 10. He'll pick up 19 yards. It's a first down. Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay, first down for Pittsburgh. Time stopped around 3:22. Skull and bones, FYI. Clock is ticking now. Oh, man. Thank you, guys. Oh, no. Mario threw his Steelers symbol saying, Cody. Well, let's see if the Chargers can get on defense here. Motion on the field, a snap and a handoff to Jalen Warren from the 40-yard line. He'll get out to about the 43, maybe the 44. It's a 2nd down and 6 on a 4-yard pickup. This time the football will be placed on the right hash right now. Looks like Denzel Perriman made the play right there. Perriman had to go across the entire way. He literally went from the weak side all the way to the strong side there to make the play on Jalen Warren. He'll be credited for that tackle. Good job defensively by the LA Chargers defense. 2nd down and 6. Aaron Rodgers in a shotgun. The motion man is Calvin Austin going to the bottom of the screen from the 44-yard line. Rodgers will wind up and throw. Another acrobatic catch going to be made upfield. This time, it's Washington, Darnell Washington, making the grab. Darnell Washington making the catch here. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that'll be a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Steelers first down. They are now inside of Chargers territory. From the Chargers 41, Darnell Washington, 3rd-round draft pick in the 2023 draft. Out of Georgia. All right, folks, with the play clock winding down, here's the snap and a handoff to Jalen Warren. Warren going to break a few tackles. He'll pick up 9 yards. This will bring up a 2nd down and 1. All of y'all saying the Steelers are going to lose this game. Don't count your chickens just yet. Don't count your chickens just yet. That's a good, strong run to the left-hand side. It brings up a 2nd down and 1. The first quarter coming to an end here. First quarter starting to dwindle down. Let's see how much time is actually left on the board. I think I might be off just a little bit here. Partying at the rest home, saying the Mr. Mojo. Looks like I'm about 30 seconds behind. Motion on the field. Waiting for the snap, actually, is Aaron Rodgers. Play clock hits double zeros. Looks like a quick timeout might be called right here. Pittsburgh Steelers going to use their first, stopping the clock with 25 seconds. This stops the clock with 25 seconds. First timeout going to be taken by Pittsburgh. They have 1 less. They have 2 remaining. They have 2 remaining here. What's going on? We got Brunetta Aldred. What's going on, Brunetta? Thanks for checking in, saying, what's up, man? What's up? Steelers get the W. We'll see. We will see. Troy Polamalu in attendance here. Snoop Dogg in attendance here. Snoop Doggy Dogg. 2nd down and 1. 25 seconds left in the first quarter of this football game. We are just now reaching the first quarter mark here. Aaron Rodgers from the 32-ish yard line. 2nd down and 1 from the 32. A snap and a handoff to Jalen Warren. Jalen Warren will put the shoulder down and take it from the 32 out to the 30. It was 2nd down and 1. That's a 2-yard gain, and you know what that means. It means first down, Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh will pick up a fresh new set of downs, and they are now at the LA Chargers 29-yard line. This will take us to the end of the quarter, folks. End of the quarter, end of the first. This game is 3-2. I wonder who could have predicted that one. Quarter number 2 going to get started here in just a moment, and when we get back from the commercial break, it will be 1st and 10 at the LA Chargers 29-yard line. Pittsburgh Steelers with the football. All right, guys. Let's see. Mr. PZPDX saying yes, sir. Weak scores saying DJ Gene. The under looking good right now, though, guys. The under looking good. Am I allowed to show the replays? No, not really. No, not really. Some people do it. They roll the dice. I don't want to go down that road. Unknown to you saying shout out to Mike's brother, Doug in North Carolina. What's going on, man? Shout out to Mike's brother. Unknown to you. What's going on, man? Shout out to Doug in North Carolina. Mr. Mojo saying it's a baseball score. 3-2 better than 6-7. Not if you're playing poker. Well, I mean, if ace is high or low, then yeah, maybe, could be. Spam is good on bread, not screens, says Robert. Well said, Robert. Make it count. Touchdown, 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 says the real SJ. All right, guys, this is our 4th and final live stream of the day. Thank you guys for being here right now. Let's break down this schedule because we ran through it pretty quickly. I'm goofing off once again here. Next week in Week 11, Chargers, Jaguars. Next week, the week after that in Week 12, a bye week for the Los Angeles Chargers. Week 13, divisional matchup against the Raiders. Week 14, Monday Night Football against the Eagles. And Week 15, Chargers at Kansas City Chiefs for another divisional matchup. This is a tougher schedule than you might think. Now, the Raiders, that could be an easy win, but the Jaguars, the Eagles, and the Chiefs, those are all teams that they will have to show up for. You cannot drop the ball on any one of those teams or they will make you pay. On the other side here, folks, Pittsburgh Steelers, their schedule, a lot of travel, home, away, home, away, home. This is the next 5 weeks for Pittsburgh. They do have, you will see here, Week 15. This is Monday Night Football. I will be live covering that game. A divisional matchup here next week in Week 11 against the Bengals. Week 12 against the Bears. Week 13, this is PTSD for some Steelers fans because we know what happened in the playoffs. Steelers-Bills. Maybe trying to get some revenge there, Pittsburgh Steelers. Week 14, Steelers-Ravens. That's going to be a huge divisional matchup again. And then in Week 15, Monday Night Football, Steelers have a pretty tough road ahead as well. These teams both looking for a much-needed win in tonight's matchup. Both defenses showing up big. A quick throw, catch made in the backfield. This time a catch out to about the... My gosh, that was a good carry right here from the 29 down to about the 20. A 9-yard grab for Pat Freiermuth brings up a 2nd down and 1. 2nd down and 1, Pat Freiermuth with the catch. Good gain here, 2nd down. Pat Freiermuth, a quick check and release as he pulled off right there. His shirt falls apart like string cheese, man. That jersey got torn right there. Motion on the field from Jaylen Warren, who's lined up in the slot right now. Jaylen Warren lined up as a slot. Here's a snap and a handoff up the middle. This is good for a 1st down. This will be good for sure, but there's a flag on the play. It's 2nd down and 1, and the laundry comes out now. Let's find out what this call is. Troy Fautanu going to be charged for the holding call here. So that's a 10-yard penalty, 2nd down and 1. They picked up the 1st down, but the holding call will reverse that play. Fautanu going to commit the hold. That's a 10-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down. It becomes 2nd down and 11. Tough holding call there for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2nd down and 11. Fautanu focused on right now. We'll start the clock once again. I got to punch this back in. Thank you to Mike. Upgraded his membership to touchdown. Let's go, Mike. Appreciate you, my friend. Shotgun formation. motion on the field. The snap, little play action here. Aaron Rodgers going to wind this one up, going to throw. Catch going to be made. They're going to tag him late right here. Looks like Smith makes the grab for 18 yards. That will be good for a Pittsburgh Steelers first down. Okay, Jonnu Smith goes up, almost drops the football. Oh, that's going to come back. That's going to come back. They need to line up. That's not a catch. Oh, that's definitely not a catch. That's not a first down. That's definitely not a catch. That's not a first down. That's going to come back. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11. This is already being reviewed right now. So we are in a quick review here. They're taking multiple looks at this. Let me stop the clock because there is no action happening right now. Okay, so there's a challenge on the field here. Challenge has been dropped by the LA Chargers. This play is now under review. Mike gifting out a Football Nation membership. Thank you, Mike. And shout out to the Seahawks, says Brent Moore. Seahawks 7-2. Well done, guys. All right, who's currently in your fantasy football playoffs? Are you still in there? Spam is delicious. If you know how to cook it, says Charles Moore. I don't actually. I've never been a fan of spam. You're gonna give me an aneurysm trying to say that, dude. A fan of spam. Fan of spam. Yeah, that's fine. It's easy. It's not that hard. It's not that difficult. That's okay. Final score 6-7, says the Mr. Mojo. Flag, play on, says KC Decking. Or KC DeKing. What up? I've never tried spam, period, says Arch Toll. Really? Spam is terrible. So is Malort. But not Merlot. Very different. Very different. Never had Malort. I don't know what that is. I've heard of haggis, and I've tried haggis. Not a fan of haggis either. Yuck. I don't like, we've talked about this on the channel, I don't like menudo because I think tripe is gross. I do like pozole, but I don't like menudo. Better than both of those, though. Cuando me hacen un sancocho, mira, un sancochito, ya tú sabes, mi gente. 468 saying John Jackson, let's go. Spam and scrambled eggs. Where were you? Says now I'm Prune. Tracy, I'm right here. I've always been here. I've gone nowhere, my friend. Fried spam is the best. I mean, that's popular in Hawaii, right? Okay, folks, right now we are in the middle of a quick review. This is currently being reviewed. The score so far after the first couple of minutes hasn't exactly been like, let's be real. It's been awful, dude. The score's 3-2. The score's above my head. I don't want to try to spin this in some kind of way that doesn't make sense. It's been a slow start to this game. 13 minutes and 46 seconds here left to go in the first half. They are reviewing this. After review, it is an incomplete pass, and it's a 3rd down and 11. It shouldn't have taken that long to get the review back. But we've got another play coming up here. 3rd down and 11 coming up now. So this one comes back. This one will come back. And it looks like it's going to be at the LA Chargers 20-yard line. Or let's see where they mark it. It's the 29-yard line. LA Chargers 29-yard line. Pittsburgh Steelers in field goal range. It's a 3rd down and 10. Should be 3rd down and 11, but apparently it's 3rd down and 10. They gave them a yard. Here's the snap, dropping back. Rodgers will wind up and throw. Kenneth Gainwell makes the catch. He'll pick up 2 yards. Going to make Kiss Boswell's kick a little easier here. It will bring up a 4th down. It will bring up a 4th down. I got 13:36 on my board here. And the field goal unit will come out. Boswell going to line up here for a 45-yarder. .45-yard field goal for Boswell on the right hash. Lining this one up. He will kick this up, and this one takes a swerve, and this one will miss the upright. The kick is no good. And so, the Steelers will miss. Wow. Missed field goal for sure. Not going to help the case here. for Pittsburgh. Chargers get the football back on a missed field goal. There you have it. Chargers, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here we go. No Daffy like steak sauce. Saying, okay, Apostle's in the house saying, oh no, Rodgers is on a pitch count. Is he, M. Darren? 3-2, is this basketball? This would be like the first 2 shots of the game. Boo, says Dante. Fried liver is the worst. Are you kidding? Let's go T-Bone. Let's go Mario. Let's go T-Bone. 1st and 10, 35-yard line, offset I. Justin Herbert waits for it, looks to the right, throws to the right. Catch is made right-hand side. This will be a solid gain by Trey Harris. Call that a 5-yard pickup. 2nd down and 5. Gets the clock going once again. 2nd down and 5. The clock is ticking once again. Pittsburgh Steelers up by just 1. The first half of this game. An awkward score right now. I do smell a touchdown coming here for the LA Chargers. Steelers defense standing tall throughout this game, though. LA Chargers offensively have not been able to put up much yardage. It's a 2nd down and 5 on the LA Chargers 45. 2nd down and 5 at the LA Chargers 45. Here's the snap. Looks to the left, throws to the left. Got to pick this one up. He does. Quentin Johnston gets out to the 48-yard line. So from the 40 to the 48, Johnston will pick up 8 yards, and Johnston will pick up a 1st down for the LA Chargers. 1st and 10 down to the 48-yard line, 2 yards shy of midfield. So approaching the midway mark here on the field. Okay. 1st and 10, 48-yard line. Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers on the move. A man standing to his right. Herbert with trips to the left. Takes the snap, surveys, pressure starts to come in. He winds up and throws to Johnston. No flag on the play. It's an incomplete pass. 2nd down. Coming up here, 2nd down and 10. No gain on this one. It's an incomplete pass intended for Quentin Johnston. And looks like Darius Slay all over him. Good defense by Slay. And that's what else can I say? Good defense by Slay. What else can I say? Ain't much I can say there. 2nd down and 10. 48-yard line. Herbert again in the same shotgun. Kamani Vidal gets the carry. Vidal to the right-hand side. Vidal will pick up 11, and Vidal will pick up a 1st down. And it looks like Darius Slay, the man who just made a big play moments ago, will go down here, and Darius Slay has been injured on the play. Oh, man, he does not look good. Kamani Vidal looks like he doesn't know where he is right now. Excuse me, not Kamani Vidal. Darius Slay looks like he does not know where he is right now. Let me drop this in the chat, guys. Let's watch it one more time. This could be friendly fire. Oh, yeah, that's helmet to helmet. That's a concussion for sure. Darius Slay, I think, got knocked out, man. Woo! So Darius Slay got rocked right now. They're taking a look at him. They've popped off his helmet. He's sitting up on the field. But this could be concussion protocol. And I don't know why I said that like that. It's going to be concussion protocol. We are going to probably go to a commercial break here. They haven't cut over to anything just yet. No, I think it's pickleball, says T-Bone. Concussion protocol before he goes full Antonio Brown, says Arch Troll. Oof. That's a savage comment, Arch Troll. That's a savage comment, bro. What's up with this score, says Dallas Bolton. Dallas Bolton. It's a good question, man. I don't know. But that is the score. Pittsburgh Steelers with 3. LA Chargers with 2. Chargers have managed to score safety. The offense looking to get some points right now. Kyle Duggar going to fill in right now. Kyle Duggar going to take over for Darius Slay. Camera focused on him at the moment. Looks like they're going to break the huddle here. 2nd down and 10 after the injury break. Clock has been punched back in. Vidal, the single back here. The snap. A little play action to him. Justin Herbert will wind up and throw. Catch is made by Gadsden on the right-hand side. It's a 5-yard gain on 2nd down and 10. It brings up a 3rd down and 5. No, excuse me. That was a 1st and 10. This brings up a 2nd down and 5. It was a 5-yard pickup. Football to the Pittsburgh Steelers 36. LA Chargers on the march. LA Chargers on the march right now. You can see the drive charts down below, folks, at the 36-yard line. A snap and a handoff to the left-hand side. This is going to be, oh my gosh, what a tackle there. A body slam play, unnecessary. No flag, 3rd down and 2 coming up here. He picked him up and body slammed him. He totally picked him up and body slammed him right there. What about Oysters, says Lick Chi-Town. I mean, he picked him up and dropped him, dude, with, like, excessive force. No flag, but, I mean, that could have been dangerous. 3rd down and 2. Shotgun formation. Motion on the field from Ladd McConkey. Play clock down to 3. Here's the snap and a handoff to Vidal. Vidal takes this one from the 33 out to about the 25. That will be good for 8 yards, and that's good for a Los Angeles Chargers. 1st down. 1st down for the Los Angeles Chargers. Is this WWE, says Duff? That's what it looked like, didn't it? The Mr. Mojo. Sean saying weird score. How do you get 1 points to in football? Says T-Bone. Says T-Bone. A PAT. Extra point attempt. But that's only an extra point. 2nd down. 1st and 10, excuse me. 1st and 10. 25-yard line, Chargers with the football. Here's the snap. Herbert, play action. The blitz coming in. A lot of pressure. Justin Herbert's going to get tackled from behind. He goes down holding the knees. It's Justin Herbert okay. It's going to be a sack and a loss of 5 yards. And slow to get up, Justin Herbert. Got to make sure his legs are okay. Justin Herbert went down right there. I wonder if he's okay. Nick Herbig with a big bag right there. Well done by Herbig on the play to get the sack. I got you, Christopher. He says, bro does not stop working to bring us these streams. Appreciate you so much there, Christopher. 2nd down and 15 after that big 10-yard loss. Great job by the Steelers defense. A wind-up and a throw. The catch is made inside the 20, down inside the 15. Ladd McConkey picks up the 1st down, Chargers. Ladd McConkey with a big 1st down. This puts us inside the red zone. Okay, inside the red zone. Christopher, thank you for that super chat, bro. Thank you for the recognition there, my friend. We got a 1st and 10 coming up right now. Los Angeles Chargers with the football. A big play. 1st and 10 inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. There's a fake toss here. Justin Herbert will wind up and throw in and out of the hands right there of Gadsden. That was a wide open play. Incomplete pass will stop the clock with 7:44. 2nd down and 10. LA Chargers looking to get a touchdown here. At the very least, a field goal and let Cameron Dicker put that kick up. It's Dicker the kicker. Bad pass, says T-Bone. It was a little low. I'll give you that, T-Bone. It was a little low. Shotgun formation. Vidal to the left right now of Herbert. They're showing blitz. They will blitz. Here comes the pressure. Herbert will wind up and throw. Gadsden couldn't even find the football there. Another target for Gadsden. Another incomplete pass and another shot taken by Justin Herbert. 3rd down and 10 at the Pittsburgh 14-yard line. 3rd down. Is this going to be? Oh, that's definitely another. Man, Justin Herbert's getting chopped down at the knees right now. That could have easily been a roughing the passer. He got hit below the knees right now, and there's a huge scream. You can see Coach getting real upset. Harbaugh not happy about the way that these officials are allowing Herbert to get beat up. 3rd down and 10. Herbert will air this one out. It's the tip drill, the football. Going to find its way safely down to the ground. 4th down and 10. Incomplete pass. 7:35 left to go. And these officials have no remorse here. They are letting Justin Herbert get absolutely crushed. That was a wind-up and a throw right there to Ladd McConkey. McConkey should have made the grab. It was in and out of his gloves. Almost intercepted by the Pittsburgh Steelers on the tip drill. Duger couldn't get it. Here comes the field goal attempt. This one going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. 32-yard field goal attempt for the LA Chargers goes up. The kick goes up, and the kick is good. The Chargers will score 3 points on the field goal. So, 7.5 minutes into the second quarter, and we have a combined score of 8. We have a combined score of 8, 7.5 minutes into the second quarter. All right, guys, this game is a barn burner, brother. This game is a barn burner, bro. Back into the World Series. Yeah, seriously. CB, what's going on, man? Very low-scoring game right now. 3-run home run right there. Yeah. Basically, man, 3-run home run right there. It's a baseball game. It's still a baseball game, says Disc Golf. Dumpster fire, not a barn burner. Go Yankees. 5-3 is nuts, says Unknown. Yeah, dude, it is pretty nuts, man. Phrasing? Phrasing. I probably shouldn't phrase that like that. Just having fun. Just having fun. All right, guys. We are on a mission to get to the next rung. You can see where we're going with this. All right, guys. So I had a very, very big heart-to-heart with you guys on Thursday Night Football, and you guys came through. You guys did come through. We got to 60,000 before today's streams. Today, we've managed to pick up almost 800 subscribers, maybe 900 subscribers. If we can get to 61,000 today, this would just further solidify the growth that we are getting on this channel. So, I'm not going to ask you to subscribe now. I just want you guys to stick around throughout this game. If I can keep your attention for 10, 15, 20 minutes, or if you've been here for 3, 4, maybe 5 times, and you still haven't hit that subscribe button, today could be the day that you do that. But let's get through this first half. Let's get through the halftime, and then I'll bug you guys about it again later. Sounds fair? Okay, cool. Shout outs to Troy saying, Mario, I hit my parlays again, sharing with you. Thank you very much, Troy. Appreciate that, brother. Troy sharing a little bit of love right now. Thank you, Troy. 3.6 says John. Appreciate you, John. Okay, guys. Thank you for that super chat there, Troy. Congratulations on your win, my friend. Winning, saying, living like Larry. How many years have I been doing this? Jack, this is going to be my 3rd year doing Football Nation. My very first live stream as Football Nation was in December of 2022. We're about to hit December of 2025, so it'll be a 3-year anniversary since we went live for the first time as Football Nation. Here's the kickoff and the return. This is going to be a 5-yard gain. Excuse me, this is going to be the kickoff and the return, so the Pittsburgh Steelers will get the football here. Man, they're looking at Justin Herbert here. They are taping up Justin Herbert's ankle to make sure that he's okay. So Herbert going to get that ankle taped up nice and tight. Got to be upset with the officials there. 2nd down and set. First and 10. Second quarter. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. I'm seeing that 7-2-7 is what it says up here, and that's what keeps throwing me off. Empty backfield now from the 27-yard line. The snap and a big hit. Aaron Rodgers going to get drilled right there. Bud Dupree rocking Aaron Rodgers. It'll be a loss of 1. He literally just user-trucked him. Aaron Rodgers took the hit and hit the deck. Almost to 61K, says Courtney. That's the goal. Let's go. We'll get there. We'll get there, guys. We got time. 6:45 here left to go. Aaron Rodgers. Ooh, he took that on the chin, man. That was helmet to that chin area. Rodgers gonna bite the mouthpiece there. 6 minutes and 45 seconds here left to go. A quick handoff to the left-hand side. Jaylen Warren will pick up 3 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd down and 8 after a 3-yard gain. 6 minutes and 30 seconds here left to go in the third quarter. It's a 3rd down and 8 at the Pittsburgh 30. Can Pittsburgh pick up a 1st down? Take a look at this, guys. Neither of these two teams have broken 100 yards yet in this game. I don't know if it's bad offense or if it's amazing defense from both sides, but I've got a 3rd down and 8. Both of these teams being held at about 75 yards in this game with 6 minutes left to go. Total yardage in this game, 149. Not even 150 yards in this game. Here's a 3rd down and 8. Rodgers lays this out deep downfield, intended for Calvin Austin. Almost picked off by Reed. Pass is incomplete. 5:55 left to go. And this Chargers defense making another stop right here. So it's 4th down and 8. And here comes the punt team once again. More punts than points now for the Pittsburgh Steelers officially. This will be more punts than points, as my boy Mad Steve out there would say. He'd call this punt practice. You guys call it a defensive game. I agree with that. The defenses have been pretty good. Everyone for fantasy going to be upset today. This one signaled a fair catch at the 19-yard line. This one signaled a fair catch at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the LA Chargers. Okay, 1st and 10 for the LA Chargers. Let's move the possession over to LA. We go to another quick commercial break. Appreciate you guys being here with me. Smart time to attempt going deep with a low score first half, saying Steve. Steve, checking in right now. What up, buddy? I got something for y'all. So, it is Sunday Night Football, and tomorrow... Oh, man. Trying to look at this schedule here. We'll download the schedule. Page 11. Yeah, MP4. I'm going to bring up the schedule for, I guess, the rest of for next week at this point. It would be for next week. But before I get to next week's schedule, let's bring up this week's schedule. And we've seen scores all around the NFL, guys. We've seen scores all around the NFL today. And today, first things first, Indianapolis Colts got the win over the Atlanta Falcons. Then later on in the day, we saw the New York Jets actually get a win over the Cleveland Browns 27-20. Buccaneers and Patriots. Patriots got the win 28-23. Today, the New Orleans Saints beat the Carolina Panthers 17-7. We look at the Baltimore Ravens, a comeback win for them. They won over the Minnesota Vikings. Ravens won that one 27-19. Then the Miami Dolphins beat the Buffalo Bills 30-13. Any given Sunday, right? We look at the Chicago Bears 24-20 over the New York Giants. Then the Jacksonville Jaguars had a matchup here versus the Houston Texans. They lost that game. Houston Texans won 36-29. A beatdown over here. A beatdown here with the Seattle Seahawks getting the win over the Arizona Cardinals. The Detroit Lions getting the win over the Washington Commanders, and the Los Angeles Rams getting the win over the 49ers. Sunday Night Football happening right now, and Monday Night Football will be tomorrow. Yeah, Green Bay, Philadelphia. That is going to be tomorrow's game. But beyond that, Thursday Night Football next week, and these are the matchups that we'll have. We'll have the Dallas Cowboys versus the Raiders. We'll have the Eagles next week versus the Lions. We'll have that Spain game. We got a bunch going on. Commercial break is over. Kamani Vidal gets the carry to the right-hand side. He will bulldoze his way to the right and pick up 11 yards on 1st and 10 as we come out of this commercial break. It is a 1st and 10 right now for the Chargers after that quick 11-yard run to the right-hand side. Chargers 1st and 10. Kamani Vidal picked up the 1st down. Next week's schedule already made. I'm going to grab my seat once again. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. A quick throw, left-hand side. This time, it's a gain of about 3 yards here. Quentin Johnston will pick up 3 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7. Pittsburgh Steelers fans, what is going on? LA Chargers fans, welcome to the live stream. Great to see some of those familiar faces in the chat. Excited to find out who is new in the chat. At the 2-minute warning, we're going to find out who the newbies are for today. Could be your first time checking in today. Maybe you got here early and saw Santino do the morning game. 2nd down and 9. Waiting for the snap. Here it is. Here comes the pressure. Blitz immediately coming in. Herbert will jump in the air and throw the football like a Superman punch. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this one is. Holding on the offense, guys. Holding. Offense. Yep. Welcome to 1st down there. Thank you, Robert, for checking in. Welcome in, man. So this is going to be a holding against the Los Angeles Chargers, guys. That'll be a 10-yard penalty. Replay that 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down and 17 at the LA Chargers' own 23. Okay. Are you with me here? LA Chargers' own 23-yard line. 2nd down and 17, shotgun formation. Motion on the field, looking to the right, throwing to the right. Kamani Vidal gets a couple of blocks ahead of him. He will turn that 2nd down and 17 into a 3rd down and 5. Call it a 3rd down and 4 as he picks up 13 yards. This brings up 3rd down. A 13-yard gain by Kamani Vidal on a catch out of the backfield. That's good for a 3rd down. 3rd down. Los Angeles Chargers moving upfield at the 36-yard line. Here's the snap, dropping back. A blitz again. Herbert in trouble. Herbert gets bagged. Herbert goes down for a loss. That's a loss of 7 right there. It brings up a 4th down and 11. Well done by Keanu Benton, and the Steelers defense gets a massive play defensively here. Steelers defense gets a massive play defensively here. Bop it with a $5 or 5 Football Nation memberships. Thank you. Cheers to you guys. Okay, those of you who just got memberships today at any point today, drop the new exclusive emojis. Let me know who your team is. If you just got gifted a Football Nation membership, let me know who your teams are. I don't have all of them because I'm limited. Here's the punt, guys. It's 4th down and 11. The Chargers send this back over to the Pittsburgh Steelers. 1st and 10 with 3 minutes here left to go. 1st and 10 with 3 minutes here left to go. There it is, living like Larry, showing some of them up right now. These are some of them. You might have to refresh your screen, guys, to get it for the newbies. Whether you're a Packers fan, an Eagles fan, which we got tomorrow, we covered all of these teams today that I'm about to drop in the chat. And then some. Ryan, I see you. Unknown, let's go. Bring in Otani. Let's see if we get a home run here. 3 minutes, 1st and 10 at the Pittsburgh Steelers 23-yard line. Still working their way towards midfield. We're approaching that 2-minute warning. Approaching the 2-minute warning with 3 minutes left to go here. Aaron Rodgers under center from the 23-yard line, staring at a stout Chargers defense. A toss to the right-hand side. Jaylen Warren will pick up about 4 yards. It brings up a 2nd down and 6. 2nd down. Welcome to the new members, says Country. Let's go. Just run the ball with Vidal, says Therm. I know, man. That's not a bad. Oof! I almost clicked the Cowboys emoji, says No Daffy. It feels so good. It's the right choice. You should click the emoji, man. Click it. Click it, dude. 2nd down and 6. from the 26-yard line. A wind-up and a throw. It's into the hands of the defense. The Chargers intercept. Chargers bring it back, and down they go. It's picked off. Interception there. Aaron Rodgers will poo-poo the bed, and Aaron Rodgers throws that right into the hands of Mickens, intended for DK Metcalf. Mickens will pick that thing off. Well done by the safety there. We did talk about him at the start of this live stream. That's where he was lined up. He came down, jumped the play. Matter of fact, it was overthrown. That was intended for DK Metcalf, and Aaron Rodgers just couldn't drop it in the bucket. There he was. RJ Mickens makes the play. Interception, Chargers football. Okay, so it's Chargers football with 2:09 here left to go. Let's see what they do on 1st and 10 after the change of possession. 1st and 10 for Los Angeles. This time inside of Steelers territory. A handoff to Vidal. Vidal will go forward and pick up about 8. Does a lot of the heavy lifting there. It takes us to the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes left to go here. 2nd down and 2 when we get back from the 2-minute warning. Okay, so let me take a quick whack at this, guys. If you are new, drop 5 emojis. Looking for the newbies right now. Anybody who just checked in today for the first time, it doesn't have to have been this live stream, could have been last live stream, could have been whatever. Let's find out who the newbies are in the chat. Let's see. Shazam Gaming saying, let's see those newbies. Let's see those newbies. There we go. John Flores. What's going on, Mr. Flores? Thank you for checking in, brother. John Flores, newbie into the chat. Welcome to the community. What's going on? Phil McCracken, welcome back, dude. Arch Troll checking in. We've got Dake. Decay. What's going on, man? DeKeister. Is that DeKeister Keith? Did I read that right? Yes, Christina. That was the name. Phil McCracken. That was the name. Just reading them out loud. Michael, what's going on? Michael checking into the chat. Gary, what's going on, Gary? Thank you for checking in. We got Kiana Scott. You can do it checking in as well. DJ Gene, welcome back. Shamazing, what's up? Therm, hello. Vincent, hello. James Osborne, I see you. I've got a Tama Transformation Workshop checking in right now. Sandy Dowdy, well, hello, Sandy. Phil McCracken, yeah, I know. My wife's shaking her head at me right now. Let's see. Your local solar system fan, 2003. Here's a couple of Green Bay Packers drops here for Joey Montoya. Shazam Gaming dropping the number 1 right now. Grover, what's up, Grover? Polished Cat, hello. Looks like Arian Robbie, I've seen you in here before, Arian Robbie. Thanks for checking in. Tony Alvarez, what's going on, man? Brian, what's up, dude? Got a bunch of new names. Country Chaos laughing at these names right now. Okay, guys, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being here. $5 super chat saying celebrating 60,000 subscribers. We're almost to 61, guys. We're almost to 61, and we've got tomorrow as well, so we can finish this week strong. Trying to finish this week strong right now. Phil is full, saying T-Bone. Hi, Kim. Hello to Santee James. Hello to Country. Hello to Mario Dixon. Hello to No Daffy. Hello to Don. What's going on, Don's analysis? All right, ladies and gentlemen, back to the action. It's a 2nd down and 3, a handoff to the left side, and Kamani Vidal will pick up the 1st down. It'll be good for a 1st down, Los Angeles Chargers. Welcome to all the newbies. I think my wife has something she wants to share with me, so please hang tight. Okay. Love you too. Okay. All right, Kat, thanks for becoming a First Down channel member. New First Down members. 1 minute and 22 seconds here left to go. Here's the snap, a quick throw to the right-hand side inside the 2-minute warning. A good juke move here from Quentin Johnston, and Johnston will take the football out to the 20-yard line. We're inside the red zone with 1:09 here left to go. They are evaluating Darius Slay for concussion protocol. No surprise there. The dude got his head rocked. It was cool to get some relaxation in today, says a million bands. Hey, bands to make a dance. Hey, 2nd down and 3. A throw to the right-hand side. 2nd down and 3. It's going to be a 2-yard pickup. Brings up a 3rd down and 1. So 3rd down and 1 with 49 seconds left to go. The clock has stopped. Looks like the Pittsburgh Steelers, well, someone will call a timeout here unless that was forward progress out of bounds. He was pushed out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 3rd down and 1. Here we go. Timeout going to be called. Los Angeles Chargers. We're approaching halftime. All right, guys, those of you who are new, if you've never seen this before, we've got trivia for y'all at halftime. And it's going to be fun. We do this every single game. Try to get fresh new trivia questions for you guys. So don't go anywhere during halftime. We'll be here covering that. But in the meantime, in the last 49 seconds that are available here, Chargers have used one of their last 3 timeouts. Chargers looking for the first touchdown of the game here. Neither team has scored a touchdown. It's a 3rd down and 1 at the Pittsburgh Steelers 18-yard line. And the Los Angeles Chargers are looking for pay dirt. Third down and 1. Looking for a first down here. They only need 1 yard to pick up. Shotgun, motion, waiting for the snap. Keenan Allen was the motion man. He's blocking on the left-hand side. Kamani Vidal going to step up and pick up about 3 yards on the gain. That should be good enough for a Los Angeles Chargers first down. No timeout called yet. Clock is ticking with 33 seconds here left to go. If I'm Los Angeles, I want to use at least one of these timeouts, right? Looks like they had a play decided. 1st and 10 coming up right now. Football at the 16-yard line. Here's the snap from the 16. The 4-man rush, a wind up in the throw. The catch not going to be made. Incomplete with 16 seconds left to go. Stops the clock, 2nd down. Mike Kimbrough saying wasting a ton of time. Jimmy Jam Time, thanks for checking in, man. Jimmy Jam Time in the house. Run it up, Bolts, says T-Bone. Okay, folks, here we go. 2nd down and 10 from the 16-yard line. Shotgun formation. Chargers with the football inside of Steelers red zone. Here is the snap against the 4-man rush. The wind up in the throw. The catch is made up the middle for Ladd McConkey. Touchdown, LA Chargers! And the Chargers will score the first touchdown of the day. Touchdown, Justin Herbert. A 15-yard grab there for number 15. Ladd McConkey will score on that play. McConkey scores the touchdown. Finally, says No Daffy. Where are my Chargers fans at? I see you, Kimbrough. I see you, No Daffy, dropping those bolts right there. Micah Kimbrough with the lightning bolts. Here comes the extra point attempt to make it 12-3. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the score is 12-3. All right, guys, we finally got a touchdown. Eric Issa saying it's quiz time. Almost, Eric. Almost. Look at the little lad go. Look at the little lad go, says Kat. Wow, a touchdown. Here we go, says CB. We got something. Guys. We got something. Alicia, cheers to that. Appreciate you. Very kind words. Much love to you as well, Alicia. Alicia Stanton, I feel it. I feel the love. Feel the love in the chat room, guys. I'm feeling all of y'all out here. Giggity. I didn't get no allowance today. Now I'm really ticked off, says JT. What's up, JT? How you doing, my friend? Welcome into today's live stream. Cheers, guys. Cheers. We are in between plays. Let's go ahead and turn down the red zone music here. Nothing special happening. We're getting ready to kick this thing off right now. Chargers have the football on the tee. Steelers lined up to receive. Here is the kickoff. This one will go back, way back, through the back of the end zone. Not going to give them a chance to return this. Looks like the Steelers will start this drive on the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for Pittsburgh. 1st and 10. Pittsburgh has 2 timeouts remaining, only 12 seconds remaining. Don't forget, the 10-second runoff is also there as well, so an intentional grounding would be an issue here. A lot of different plays that would force a 10-second runoff. A lot of penalties that could force a 10-second runoff. First and 10. Pittsburgh on their own 35. Boswell lining things up. He does have a missed field goal already today. This game at SoFi. Empty backfield, Aaron Rodgers at the 35-yard line waiting for the snap. Rodgers takes it from the left hash. The 3-man rush coming in. Rodgers will step up through the pocket. Rodgers will throw on the run. This time the pass is incomplete. It looks like he was looking for Roman Wilson on the play. Stops the clock with 1 second. Looks like 1 second left here. 2nd down and 10. I mean, what do? Just take the knee? You're down by quite a bit. They're going to add 4 seconds on, guys. So 5 seconds here left to go. 2nd down and 10. They added some time. It's 2nd down and 10. Aaron Rodgers in the huddle. Immediately to his left is Kenneth Gainwell. Long pause. Wind up and a throw. This is going to be an easy tip drill right there. It brings up a 3rd down and 10. That football goes down and hits the deck. 1 second left to go. 3rd down and 10. Waiting for halftime because I'm ready for our halftime trivia quiz. Double Aron saying no, Daffy. I literally just went, whoosh. Who? What is football? He forgot it. We threw out his name. All you know is breathing and fine dining. 3rd down and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's a snap. Whistles coming in because of a timeout here with 1 second left to go. Chargers going to use another timeout. Harbaugh wants to drag this half out. Harbaugh wants to drag this half out right now. Another SpongeBob reference. That's correct, Joey. Another SpongeBob reference, sir. I watched that episode today, says Tough McNabb. Did you really? Can never go wrong with SpongeBob. Small moments there. Small moments. 3rd down and 10. 1 second left to go in the half. It makes no sense to get your players injured right now. Just take the knee, guys. They're gonna shoot downfield. We're gonna see how much juice Aaron Rodgers has in this arm. No, we're not. It's going to be a toss to Roman Wilson. Roman Wilson going to run out of bounds. No need to get anybody hurt. Why not just give it a try, right? Didn't feel like much of a try, but this does take us to halftime, so let's move on to this. Let's set that up, and let's do our trivia quiz. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our trivia. I'm going to ask you guys 10 questions. It is your job to try and get all of them right. Will you succeed in that endeavor? I do not know. The goal is really just to have fun. There are no penalties for wrong answers, so let's do this thing. Question number 1. Where did the Los Angeles Chargers originate? Did they originate in A, Los Angeles, B, San Diego, or C, Sacramento? Where did the Chargers originate? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? Oh, man, we're off to a rough start already, guys. I'll tell you what. We're off to a rough start already, guys. The Los Angeles Chargers originated in Los Angeles. They were in Los Angeles for a year. Actually, they were there from 59 and 60, and then they moved to San Diego for 56 years. But the Los Angeles Chargers originated in Los Angeles before they moved to San Diego and back. All right, guys, question number 2. What was the name of the Steelers' home field prior to Acrisure Stadium? Empower Field, Heinz Field, or Lumen Field? What is the name of the Pittsburgh Steelers Stadium? What was the name of the Pittsburgh Steelers Stadium before it became Acrisure? You guys should know the answer to this one. You hear it all the time in the team's nickname as the Mustard Men. Maybe that'll help you in the right direction. The Mustard Men, not just because of their color, but also because of Heinz Field. Heinz Field was the name of the stadium before being Acrisure, Three River Stadium, even before that there, Todd Tier. Okay, well done, guys. I think most of y'all got that one right. Let's move on to question number 3. Question number 3. Ex-Chargers player LaDainian Tomlinson wore what now retired jersey number? What number did LaDainian Tomlinson wear? 21, 23, or 25? Chargers fans, real Chargers fans in the house looking for anybody who remembers LaDainian Tomlinson. I know that someone out there has to remember this one. What number did LaDainian Tomlinson wear? Y'all, the number is 21. Same as my favorite San Antonio Spur, by the way. Tomlinson got great choice in the numbers right there. Tim Duncan also wearing that number 21. That jersey was retired in 2015. It's been retired for 10 years, guys. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the greatest of all time there for the Chargers. Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers have the Pittsburgh Steelers have appeared in how many Super Bowls? Not how many have they won. How many Super Bowls have the Pittsburgh Steelers been to? Win or lose, how many have they been to?